A global pandemic, the Australian bushfires, the stock market crash, and more all contribute to the fiasco that was 2020. However, in this darkness was a beacon of hope, Sonic the Hedgehog. I, for one, am so excited for the third Sonic movie. I've been looking forward to it all year, and I'm so happy that the trailer is finally released. By the way, my voice sounds a little weird in this video because I am recovering from a cold. So who's going to be in it? Of course, the cast from the previous movies are returning. We'll also get to see Shadow and the agency Gun on the big screen for the first time. From the trailer, it's apparent that he'll be assisting Sonic and Friends, which is a huge divergence from Sonic Adventure 2, the game this movie is obviously taking a lot of inspiration from. Also, many people were surprised to see Jim Carrey reprising this role after his alleged retirement, during which he said, "If the angels bring down some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break." We'll also get to see Dr. Gerald Robotnik, the leader of Project Shadow, who, unlike in Sonic Adventure 2, is alive. In case you didn't know, he was canonically executed via firing squad in the game. More on Shadow's origin. As mentioned, he was created in a project led by Dr. Gerald Robotnik to be the ultimate life form. Also, the Shadow the Hedgehog game for the GameCube saw this origin altered slightly when, with Shadow actually being a collaboration between Gerald Robotnik and the Space Devil. Shadow soon became best friends with Maria, Gerald Robotnik's granddaughter, which makes her Igor Robotnik's cousin, by the way. She dies in the game as part of Shadow's dark origin, when Maria is killed by Gun in an attempt to protect Shadow, and Gerald Robotnik were then taken into custody by the same organization. Shadow is put into hypersleep for 50 years. He essentially becomes the villain of the game at that point, until the very end, when Amy Rose reminds him of Maria, causing him to ultimately side with Sonic and save the world. There's been a reoccurring mischaracterization of Shadow throughout different Sonic games and shows where Sega or whoever is in charge of the project assume that Shadow is such a popular character because he's so mean and edgy, which is probably true for some people, but I think the vast majority of people find the appeal in his backstory as well as his character development in Sonic Adventure 2, Heroes, and even Sonic 06. In Sonic Adventure 2, his character arc is about sacrificing yourself for someone you love because that love overcomes hatred. In Heroes, he joins Team Dark and has a kind of found family moment when he decides it's his relationship with Rouge and Omega that defined him as real, regardless of if he's a clone or if he's the original Shadow. But then in games like Sonic Boom, Sonic Forces, or any racing spinoff really, they decided to just make him this edgy loner who, in Boom in particular, literally just shows up to insult anybody and then disappears.
Upon completion, I will send you through.
Not so fast, Sonic.
Shadow? What are you doing here?
Not a great time, Shadow. I'm a little busy saving the world.
Saving the world? You? Don't make me laugh. You're weak. And you know what makes you weak? Your loyalty to your pathetic friends.
That's a really big reason why I was so glad to see Maria was going to be part of this movie, because her death and that part of Shadow's background is really what grounds him and makes him a character that gives more of a complicated personality than just a mean guy who rides a motorcycle. References. As for references from the trailer so far, there's a shot where we see Shadow pay homage to the Akira slide, and we see a quick shot of a themed restaurant, maybe, based on Chow Garden, which is another Sonic Adventure reference. Now, this isn't what I've seen people talk about anywhere else online, but I'm pretty sure that some of the choreography in the trailer is a reference to 2005 Shadow. Some predictions. Predictions or hopes I have for this movie is that they introduced Amy. The render here is by Mc99 on Reddit, by the way. In the second movie, we got both Tails and Knuckles, so I don't think it's too out there to hope for both Shadow and Amy to get an on-screen adaptation, especially since she's the one to convince Shadow to join the good guys in SA2. However, in the anime Sonic X, they adapted that very storyline, but replaced Amy with Chris, the much disdained deuteragonist of that show. This was for pretty much no reason, but to have him become a more essential character in the series. It's a pretty okay show, but the original unlocalized Japanese is absolutely wild. So what I'm trying to say by bringing that up is that it wouldn't be too hard for them to replace Amy here with someone like Tails or even Sonic. Also, the lead singer of Crush 40, Johnny Giueli, confirmed that their song Live and Learn, the main theme from Sonic Adventure 2, which is just an amazing song by itself outside of Sonic stuff, will be a part of the movie in some way. Personally, I really hope All of Me, the main theme from Shadow 2005, also gets featured here. That game might be one of the worst Sonic games ever, but the intro cinematic and song are top tier. So I'm very excited for this movie to release on December 20th this year. I'm definitely going to see it in theaters. Reviews aren't really the direction I'd like to take my videos in, but if you'd be interested in hearing that, please let me know in the comments, and please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out the channel tremendously. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.